Hi everyone, this is Certified Nerd, and today I'll be going over personalizations and personal items that I have for the Vietnam War for my 1st Infantry Division impression. So standard infantry. Personalizations, of course, are personalizations done to, military issue things such as the dog tags and the helmet cover. And then personal items, of course, are stuff like non-military issue stuff and military issue stuff, because I have some military issue stuff. By military issue, I mean things that were issued, but not every soldier would have, per se. Something that kind of was a bit, not everyone could obtain, or not everyone would obtain. I know I do have this flashlight, but bear with me. It is technically one. Now, I know I did do a video on my personal items before, but I have some more things here, and I'm adding my military stuff, so I'll be deleting that video and just uploading this, because this is going to be interesting. So let's start to the left. First up, I have Bazooka Bubblegum, because Bazooka's been around forever, so this is actually technically historically accurate to the time. When it comes to gum-wise, this is the gum you could obtain very easily, because it's been around since the 50s. Actually, sorry, 49 was when Bazooka, I think, first started. So I have this smaller one that goes in my, the 6-piece pack that goes in my jacket pocket, and then I have a 10-piece pack that goes in my pants. Why I have two, I don't know, because I like the gum, and gum's nice. Next up, I have the USGI watch. This is a repro, but from More Militaria, and I really love this watch. It's a really good watch. I use it every day. And I'm not wearing it for this video, but, yeah. It's a really good watch. It has military time, and it is a reproduction of the actual watches issued to soldiers during the Vietnam War. So, pretty dang cool. Then I have a fake cigar made out of wood with just paper around it. This was made by my good friend Grayson from Historical Stuff Grayson. He made one for me and one for him. So we have those. And that's because I might smoke, I don't know. Probably not going to smoke when I'm older, really at all. But, I'll try cigars. Never do cigarettes. Cigarettes are really bad for you. Cigars are really bad for your gums. They're not bad for your lungs. And that's what, yeah, anyways, not really describe that. But, ooh, excuse me. Here I have a New Testament. This is one I found at my Great Uncle's property in all the homesteads. It's a 70s dated one, if I remember correctly. So, of course, not a Vietnam one, but yeah, it is a New Testament. And you're probably thinking, well, why do you have two Bibles? Well, this is for my pocket, and this is because of the story. Again, I forget which war it is, but there, of course, is that famous story of how a soldier was saved because of the pocket Bible in his chest pocket. A bullet hit the Bible, and it stopped in the Bible and didn't actually kill him. So that is something I will be doing as well, because it's like, oh, I heard that story, and I'm like, maybe it might work for me. But then I have my dog tags, which are correctly stamped to the Vietnam War, but they're not the correct dog tags because of the rimming, which was for the noise stoppers, which are just these rubber pieces that go over. And these are the modern dog tags, but it has the Vietnam era stamping. So basically, it's stamped correctly, like information's correct to the Vietnam War, but the dog tags aren't. Chain is correct just to get dog tags. Personalizations I have are a P51 can opener, and of course a little cross. I do also have my cross necklace, but I never take that off, so yeah, of course I'm not going to be showing that. But I do also have that. That is technically one of my other personal items. Then here I have a pen for writing letters. It's not. I don't know if it's technically a era accurate pen, but it's a nice looking pen. So then I have my Zippo lighter for lighting espits and anyone who wants to smoke. It is a working lighter, and it has the serenity prayer on it, which says, "God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference." Lots of good information. Then I have this old photo of me. The only things that really aren't accurate, and this is it's like I'm having it. It's like, okay, sorry, I can't speak. Basically, since we're portraying like 67 to 69, this is like an old 1966 photo of me, basically. So another thing that's really not accurate is the graffiti on the helmet, but it's actually not too bad, and this can actually pass for it's just an older photo of me in Vietnam from 1966, and that's why I have it, because it's pretty dang cool. This is what my uniform used to look like, if anyone's been around here since when I showed that god-awful thing off. You'll remember that. But yeah, then I have 550 cord or paracord. It's OD green, so this is, of course, a military issue thing. It is a very strong rope-like material, which can be used to tie anything, from ponchos to make them tents to, I don't know, handcuffing Vietnamese. I don't know, whatever you want to do with it. It works for everything, and civilians even use it today. Even I got this from my one of my youth pastors. I was at his House for Life group, and he said, "Hey, I have some of that." I'm like, "Oh, cool. Do you have an OD green?" He's like, "Yeah, I do. You want it?" I was like, "Sure." So I got paracord, and I will be using this, and there's a lot of it too, which is great. One thing that, not standard infantry, but SOG would use this on their magazines. They would tape it and have a little loop, so it's easier to pull out of the magazines. And I think standard infantry did that more later war. I could be wrong, though. Don't quote me on that. Then here I have my beautiful Bible, which is just a full-length ESV Bible. So yeah, this is, of course, for Bible. Then I have aviator sunglasses, which are just because, yeah, I don't wear sunglasses often, but those are probably the sunglasses I'll ever wear the most. And I don't wear sunglasses often, but they look really cool. Here I have the Vietnam era flashlight that does work. This was seen more early war, and technically every soldier was issued one, but I think it's a really cool personal item. It's not, the only thing that's not Vietnam about it is these plastic guardrails on the sides, but yeah, it's fine, whatever. But yeah, this is of course a Vietnam era flashlight, cool, besides the rest. Then here we have a compass. Since I'm an NCO, I'm going to be using a compass to direct my squad and to let us know where we're going. This is a pretty cheap replica made out of plastic, not the actual expensive ones that are made out of metal, because those are seriously, actual Vietnam compasses are $200. It's ridiculous. Of course, these rails on the side are not really accurate, but whatever. I'm not paying $200 for a compass, so this will do. I got that at the what the hell? The Pacific War Museum. Sorry, that's my finger. But yeah, don't know why they had them, but yeah. And here we have a harmonica, because I like playing the harmonica. It's fun. I need to play more. It's a really fun instrument. We'll go up here because I forgot to talk about this. This is something that's more first infantry division thing. Maybe some other divisions did this. And I talked about this. Me and Grayson talked about this in our video we did a few days ago on our uniforms. But this is a piece of parachute material that we use as a scarf. You could also use the triangle bandage. But first infantry, we were told or the Black Lines, which is the regiment we're portraying, so the 28th Regiment. 28th Battalion. Sorry, 28th Battalion. And we haven't decided if we're doing 1st or 2nd Regiment, but it really doesn't matter for this. We were told by a Black Line veteran who runs a good Army Surplus store, which I got something here from, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I got a can opener from him. He gave me a can opener for my birthday, which is cool. It was a World War II one too. So, but he's a really good guy, and he was a veteran from the Vietnam War. He was in the Black Lions, and he told us that they used these and wore them as scarves to wipe off sweat and that's something the Black Lions did. And actually, one thing you'll probably see, maybe not anytime soon, but maybe sometime soon, but definitely further down the road, he has a Jeep, a Willys Jeep from Vietnam with markings for the Black Lions. So whenever we do events at the Museum of American GI, when I'm old enough, we will definitely be asking him if he can bring that out, and we can display it to everyone, and that would be pretty cool. I have a letter from my mom who, and it's like written as if I was actually a soldier in Vietnam. Thanks, Mom, for that letter. Here we have some playing cards. These are my favorite, my Dixie cards. Yeah, technically I really can't show that because people get offended. But remember, this is in context of the 1960s, when that flag means Southern pride and not white supremacy. So that is what since my character is basically me from the South, from Texas, that is definitely something that he would associate with, is the rebel flag, as it represented Southern pride and not white supremacy. It did for some people. However, most people in the South took it as their symbol of the South, that was the Southern pride flag. So that is, of course, why I have it. I don't associate with the Confederacy or anything they did. Of course, that's very wrong. I have family members who fought in the North. I did have one who fought for the South. I barely know anything about him, though. I would like to know more about him and his brother. I have his brother's journal, so that's completely off topic, though, but I just have to clarify that I'm not a racist, I'm not a white supremacist, I'm not Confederate. I'm just a history buff, okay? So, and that is a part of American history. You're gonna have to deal with it. It's gonna be displayed. I'm sorry. Sorry, yeah, big rant. Anyways, the last thing is the personalizations I have to my Vietnam helmet cover. So here we have Kill a Commie for Christ and Joshua 1:9 on the other side. Graffiti is interesting, especially the era we're portraying, which is not early war. It's more of like a mid-war, early to mid kind of sort of deal, but definitely not 65 or 66. Of course, like I said, 67 to 69, and that's when you started seeing graffiti a lot, or more commonly. In fact, I think it was by 69 in the 70s, it was, 2/3 of every soldier had graffiti on his helmet. However, you wouldn't see a shitload. So for my squad, I basically say you can have 2 to 3 pieces of graffiti on your helmet cover, or if you don't want to have any, you don't have to have any. One thing I don't have that some of my squad members do is stuff in the helmet band. That, again, that's a personal thing. I just don't want to put anything in there. I don't want to ruin the camouflage much. I just like to have some personalization on it. Yeah. So that is my personal items and personalizations for Vietnam. Quick thing, real quick. Oh, that's my finger again. Sorry. One quick thing. I don't know when Historical Stuff, Mike Grayson from Historical Stuff Grayson will have his uniform out for 1st Infantry Division, but he will, I think he'll have that video out soon, and I'll link his channel in the description, so go check him out. He's really great. He does basically all the same things I do. And then one of my other members who has a channel, who just recently posted a video on what his uniform looks like right now, is his YouTube channel name is Flatlands Line, and I will link his channel in the description as well. Go check it out. He's very small. He doesn't have many videos in Vietnam, but he is our radioman, and I'd appreciate it if you went and go check him out, give him some support, because he's a really great guy, and his videos, he's not a very big channel, but he has a lot of really cool stuff, and when he gets radioman stuff, which I don't know when, if you want to check out specific things about radiomen, you can check him out. And then I have another squad member who has a YouTube channel. However, he doesn't have a video on his Vietnam uniform yet, and he doesn't have any history videos, actually. But when he does, I will definitely link his channel description as well, so that you can go check out my other squad members and their channels, because I do have a couple with YouTube channels. But anyways, enough with the rant. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.